Hey y'all, or should I say, in my usual greetings and salutations. In case if you haven't met me before, my name is Steven Cesar. I am the co-creator of Rise and Fall, as well as the creator of such hit programs such as Logo Mysteries, The Joint, SCMediaWorks Top 10 Videos, as well as the star and developer of a show called The Shit List. Um, what I'm doing right now is that in the process of recording the script for the new Rise and Fall video, which the topic is going to be about Orion. And I am almost done with the script. I really am. I'm almost done recording, and I just want to get this out of the way. But the idea just came up of me, documenting my progress um, not too long ago. You know, I'm pretty much almost done with recording the script, but the thing is that I'm going to document the editing process. How intensive the labor can get at times and stuff like that. So this is what I would like to call how many days I've been in with this. I think this is day 26 of production of the Rise and Fall of Orion. Hopefully I can get this done because I had a lot of stuff to get out of the way. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing right now. So maybe I can just get you right here, and let's see if this can focus. Hopefully, yes it can. Awesome. Okay, so this paragraph I'm going to record, and along with other stuff, I'm going to go ham with this shit. I really am. Oh, by the way, just in case if you don't know that this yeah, I just might as well show you. Ta-da! By Matthew Mayfield and Steven Cesar. But yeah. Now, which page am I on right now? I'm on page 29. I'm almost done on page 28. So, without further ado, we are going to get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, it's time to start recording. Now, the program that I use in order to record is something called Audacity. Wait, you can't see that. There we go. Now, this is going to be a first for me because I'm not really that good when it comes to holding something and, using the mouse at the same time, So, I'm going to show you the type of mic that I use. This is a Samsung, this is what I like to call a Samsung Meteorite microphone. That's what it's called? Yeah, pretty much. It costs $35 on Amazon. And, for you your videographers out there, this is highly recommended because it's a really good device to use whenever you're, doing your usual recordings and stuff like that. I've been using this baby ever since September. The first video that I used for it was SCMediaWorks Top 10 Scary Logos, and it works really good. Like, I remember using a software called on my cell phone. It was a regular voice recorder, and I would transfer the files to my computer, and it didn't sound right when it was rendered into the recording. It really didn't. You can go and look on my channel and look for CLG Presents Logo Trolls and Pirates, and you can just hear the recording. It sounded awful. So thank goodness I have this in my hands right now. Enough on that. Let's get on with recording. Man, I wish this thing can autofocus better. Anyways, this is what I do in order to, I always check and see where I left off. That's the obvious step. It's page 28, but I'm heading to 29. I'm thinking about finishing this tonight because finishing recording for the script has been long overdue, and yeah, I just need to get it fit. I just need to get it finished. So yeah, this is what I always do whenever I try to test my records, because uh, sometimes the microphone doesn't pick up correctly, so I either have to restart excuse me, I either have to close Audacity and open it again, or the wrong microphone might be selected. So without further ado, I'm going to test recording right quick. Testing 1 2. Now I'm gonna put on my headphones and see if it's correct. Oh. I guess I just put you guys out of the Twilight Zone for a minute, so let me see if it works. Yeah, it sounds good. It's just that I need to put my lips away from the microphone, because if you put let me show you something. If you put your lips too close to the microphone like this, because I don't have a filter, then it's not going to sound right, because it means it kind of sounds like you're smooching the microphone a little bit. The wind just pulsates into the holes of the microphone, and it won't sound right. So that's that. So we're going to do a little jump cut, and I'm going to see, and you know what? No jump cut. We're going to do this live. So let's get things started. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Ending the year, Mermaids was released, a coming-of-age film taking place in 1963 Massachusetts about a single mother and her children dealing with hardships. Based on the Patty Dan novel of the same name and starring Cher, Bob Hoskins, Winona Ryder, and a 10-year-old... Excuse me. Hold on a second. We're going to redo that recording. This is what I always do when I always stuck. It always happens because either, my tongue trips in recording. I really hate that. Or, my mind just gets somewhere, because, that always happens as well. And, what can I do about it? So, let's start again. Ending the year, Mermaids was released, a coming-of-age film taking place in 1963 Massachusetts about a single mother and her children dealing with hardships. Based on the Patty Dan novel of the same name and starring Cher, Bob Hoskins, Winona Ryder, a 10-year-old Christina Ricci making her film debut, and coming out on December 14, 1990, Mermaids was positively reviewed. Okay. Need to redo that one again, because I love you, Matt, and all, but sometimes there's things that need to be placed. So okay, what I mean to say is that there are certain sentence fragments that need to be fixed, and along the way. But that doesn't mean he's a bad writer. He is phenomenal, because if I try to do 35 pages like this, I would just die, And I have to make a script of my own pretty soon. So what am I talking about? So let's get this show on the road. Ending the year, Mermaids was released, a coming-of-age film taking place in 1963 Massachusetts about a single mother and her children dealing with hardships. Based on a Patty Dan novel of the same name and starring Cher, Bob Hoskins, Winona Ryder, and a 10-year-old Christina Ricci making her film debut. Coming out on December 14, 1990, Mermaids was positively reviewed and did okay, making back its $31 million budget at $35 million. With the ultra-successful Dances with Wolves and little else proving profitable, 1990 was a bad year for Orion, losing more money and was just getting deeper in the hole. 1991 didn't have a good beginning with the sci-fi action film Eva Destruction, with Gregory Hines playing a colonel who hopes to stop a rampaging Is it rampaging or rampaging? I don't know. Who hopes to stop a rampaging android who is basically a walking nuclear time bomb before it's too late. Dutch sex symbol Renee Sotendik. Okay. My thumb was hurting and it was starting to interfere with recording. So I guess you're going to have to view it from here. Sorry about that, guys, but hey, business is business. In the new year, Mermaids was released, a coming-of-age film taking place in 1963 Massachusetts about a single mother and her children dealing with hardships. Based on a Patty Dan novel with the same name, and starring Cher, Bob Hoskins, Winona Ryder, and the 10-year-old Christina Ricci making her film debut. Coming out on December 14, 1990, Mermaids was positively reviewed and did okay, making back its $31 million budget at $35 million. With the ultra-successful Dances with Wolves and little else proving profitable, 1990 was a mixed year for Orion. It was losing money and was just getting deeper in the hole. 1991 didn't have a good beginning with the sci-fi action film Eve of Destruction, with Gregory Hines playing a colonel who stood... Take two. 1991 didn't have a good beginning with the sci-fi action film Eve of Destruction, with Gregory Hines playing a colonel who hopes to stop a rampaging android who is basically a walking nuclear bomb before it's too late. Dutch sex symbol Renee Sotendik makes her U.S. film debut, playing double as the android Eve and her creator Dr. Eve Simmons. Sotendik was a big star in her native Netherlands in the 1980s, and even worked for her fellow Dutch filmmaker Paul Verhoeven, but any hopes she would branch out into international stardom will be dashed, as critics based Eve of Destruction and Destructed at theaters after being released on January 18, 1991, making only $5 million on the $13 million budget. Now, you see me make my mistakes. Now you're about to see me edit them. So, I'm going to take this unwanted recording out. Seen here. And I'm going to knit this recording to 2. Okay, so this one is... this one needs, some repairing. Yeah, sounds good. And I believe I made some more mistakes along the way. Okay, yeah. That's the marker that I put on there. Stop. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little recording out. Sorry for the shoddy camera work, people. This is my first time doing this. But, hopefully you can just, take that out of the equation. Yeah, it sounds good. I need to warm up because, this recording is kind of but I'm gonna leave it in anyway. Because I need to finish this recording. ASAP. Okay, so I'm gonna record more lines, and then after I record, 2 paragraphs, what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna jump cut to, what I finished so far. So, see you on the flip side, which is right now. Next up, The Silence of the Lambs came out, featuring Anthony Hopkins as a favorite. Okay, stop. Next up, The Silence of the Lambs came out, featuring Anthony Hopkins as a favorite cannibal and killer, Hannibal Lecter. In the movie, Jodie Foster as Wait a minute. Yeah. Or typos need to be fixed, people. In the movie, Jodie Foster plays as Clarence Starling, a FBI trainee asked to interview Lecter to help bring down a crazy serial killer called Buffalo Bill, played by Ted Levine. Okay? Now we're rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling down the river. Next up, The Silence of the Lambs came out, featuring Anthony Hopkins as a favorite cannibal and killer, Hannibal Lecter. In the movie, Jodie Foster plays as Clarence Starling, an FBI trainee asked to interview Lecter to help bring down the clay. Okay. I thought I was done speaking Japanese because I cannot pronounce my L's worth of shit. Next up, The Silence of the Lambs came out, featuring Anthony Hopkins as a favorite cannibal and killer, Hannibal Lecter. In the movie, Jodie Foster plays as Clarence Starling, an FBI trainee asked to interview Lecter to help bring down a crazed serial killer called Buffalo Bill, played by Ted Levine. Based on the series of novels by Thomas Harris, the Hannibal character first appeared in the novel Red Dragon in 1981, which would make its way to the big screen in 1986's Manhunter, directed by Michael Mann and produced by Italian film producer Dino De Laurentiis. Starring William Peterson as FBI agent Will Graham and Ryan Cox as Lecter. Red Dragon was met with positive reviews, but failed at theaters, later on being a cult classic. Later on, in 1988, Harris wrote Silence of the Lambs, which found success with readers and would then become a movie. Prior to the movie's release, Orion got the rights to the movie with Gene Hackman attached to star and direct. Hackman and Orion would split the $500,000 cost. In addition, the studio had to get the rights to the Lecter character from De Laurentiis, and the producer, put off by Manhunter's lack of success, gave them the rights for free. Brought in to write the script was screenwriter Ted Talley. Just as Talley was halfway through the first draft, Gene Hackman dropped out of the project, but the Orion heads told him to keep on and let them worry about the rest. For director, they went to Jonathan Demme, who directed Orion's Something Wild and Married to the Mob, and after reading the novel, Demme signed on. For the role of Clarence Starling, they wanted Michelle Pfeiffer, but she got nervous about the subject matter and turned it down. But a willing taker was Jodie Foster, fresh off her Oscar win where she portrayed a rape victim in The Accused. Foster was passionate about Starling, and after Pfeiffer rejected the role, gave it to Foster. For the killer Hannibal Lecter, they went to Sean Connery, but he turned it down. After considering Daniel Day-Lewis and Derek Jacobi, they finally cast Anthony Hopkins, based on his role in The Elephant Man. The main filming took place from November 1989 to March 1990, mainly in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with some scenes filmed in West Virginia. In a rare act of cooperation, The FBI even let them film scenes at the Academy in Quantico, Virginia, with some FBI members even acting in bit parts. Released in theaters on Valentine's Day 1991, The Silence of the Lambs got positive reviews and in over a week surpassed a $19 million budget. Domestically, the thriller made $130 million and altogether made $272 million, making it one of the highest earners of 1991. Spring 1991 was very bittersweet for Orion. At the 63rd Academy Awards on March 25, 1991, Dances with Wolves seen 12 nominations, winning 7, including Best Director for Costner and Best Picture, as aforementioned, making it the third Best Picture winner for Orion. However, at the beginning of the ceremonies, the host Billy Crystal had some words to say. The comedian's words were not inaccurate. Despite the win at the Oscars and a big winner with Silence of the Lambs at theaters, Orion's financial situation was getting worse. First, the TV unit, which was not too successful to begin with, was shut down, and then sold off several film projects, including The Addams Family, to Paramount Pictures. Shortly after, John Cleese dismissed 2 top Orion executives, including Arthur Krim, and brought in younger executives in hopes to turn the company around. A little later, Orion posted a loss of $48 million based on last year's operations, and was disclosed that the accounting had hidden the full extent of their losses, which led to their shareholders filing several lawsuits. Things were getting uglier. The stars in Orion were about to supernova. Meanwhile, in the movie front, the sequel to FX, entitled FX2, came to theaters on May 10, 1991, with Ryan Brown and Brian Dennehy reprising their roles from the first film as they investigate the death of a cop. While the reviews weren't great, it did make back its $60 million budget, earning $21 million. Orion would go into the summer 1991 game, bringing back the crazy duo Bill and Ted and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, and George Carlin reprised their roles as a conqueror, sends robots versions of the two to kill the duo. Now dead, the two face off with the Grim Reaper, played by William Sadler, and hope to outsmart him and travel through heaven and hell, and hope to return to the living. Reviews were divided, and the film was a hit, making $38 million on the $20 million budget. Up next is the dark comedy Mystery Day Okay, I think that will do, because I'm screwing up right now. Okay, so that does it for this episode of the Making a Rise and Fall of Orion. I guess I recorded more material, so yeah. By the time this recording is finished, I'll be doing more lines, and I will update you with my progress as I go on. So, I gotta say goodbye. From the SCMediaWorks studios in Grand Prairie, Texas, I hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everyone, and God bless you. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, if you can clearly see it, then I have been doing some captures for my little special that I promised in November. My logo special called SCMediaWorks logo showcase, where it's probably going to be a mega showcase. Basically, see what I'm doing right now, but let me give you a little glimpse of what I've been capturing. Here. Well, you can hear the rubber. But that's what I've been basically doing. I've been capturing logos off this damn thing. And sometimes I get no logos. Sometimes I actually get logos. Like here. I gotta admit, this surprised the hell out of me when I first saw it. I was like, what the hell? Never thought I would see that, but it turns out I did. So yeah. Um. So here's what I've been able to do. I've been able to coerce Coley to do the editing for me, and he's been doing a bang up job on it too. See all this crap? Yeah. 17 items in total, totaling 728 megabytes, and it's still counting. Like, holy crap. Or should I say, Coley crap. Anywho, um, this is what, this is all my recordings, right here. These are all my recordings, the one that are numbered, if you can see that, but since this damn camera won't focus correctly, I guess I can't do that. But anywho, all these files you see right here, I'm gonna use this in my little edit that I'm gonna document. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm gonna make things easier for me, and I'm gonna use Windows Movie Maker. So I'm gonna put on my headphones, and you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay, so I added some production logos. You can't hear it, but you can quite clearly see in the preview box right here. Da, 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 da. And WBE, excuse me. Can't even pronounce it right. But anywho, yeah. You see this little green squiggly thing right here? Originally, this thing didn't have any, it did have music, but I decided to switch out the audio for a different one, and you will hear that in the Rise and Fall of Orion. So it's basically a music variant. And here's a shortened variant of Mayfield Entertainment that I edited myself, and he really appreciated that. So he started using it in his logo specials. But, you know, the long variant will be seen at the end, after the end credits. So that's one thing. And here is my company, RCM Visual Media. Now here's the nitty gritty. I actually intended it to be the main flagship production company of SCMediaWorks, but it turns out that it has evolved. You know, with its sister company Lude Communications, it has since evolved into a Columbia TriStar situation. If you don't know what I mean by that, eventually RCN and Lude won't have any distinct personalities. They're basically going to be the same company, you know. But yeah, here's my handle. It's basically the short variant with the sound effect of the star flying in. Apparently, the long variant has the words fly out from the screen, and then the animation plays like so. So yeah. Very special thanks to Tommy Joe Keel for animated the logos. I really appreciate it, but anywho, here's the nitty gritty that y'all been waiting for. The company name was very fitting for the studio of their stature. Now here's what I did. Here's this little trick that I did. Just look. I apologize for the bad camera work because I really don't have anything. But look. This is the logo playing backwards. I wasn't able to achieve it with Windows Movie Maker because it's not as advanced as other software. So instead I decided to use Sony Movie Studio to make the logo play backwards. And also I converted it to widescreen instead of you know your standard ratio. So this is 16 by 9. It was originally 4 by 3. But yeah, it's weird. And this is the voice file that I'm using. This is intro. Yeah, that's the voice file. And now I use excuse me. And now as this logo plays, I'm gonna add like a little something right here. But before I do that, I need to make sure what I'm going to add. Now I said when the video plays, it says the company name was very fitting for the studio of their stature. Up in space with astronomical achievements. Sadly, the stars formed to comets and fell to Earth. They had earned themselves some critical achievements. And I would say, excuse me. This is where the Orion logo leaves off. After this comma, that's when I start adding the posters. And with several award-winning movies brought tears into our eyes, I need to download one more thing. Because I need to add Amadeus. So, let's see. Oh, apologize for the background noise. I'm about to go ham on them in a minute because they can't shut the hell up. Anywho, let me see. Which poster is better? I'm leaning more towards this one. This is what I do. I see if there's a little Orion logo right here, but you can't see it because, like I said, this camera is not focusing correctly. But I love it. I love it nevertheless. You know. Anywho, let's see. I'll use this one because it's in better resolution. Click to enlarge. Okay. And then I'm going to open image, a new tab. And there we go. Yeah. Again, and I'm going to say this again and for the last time. I apologize for the amateurish camera work. I'm sick and tired of that being brought into my mind. But anywho, now I'm going to add Amadeus because I said with several award-winning movies, and that movie won an Academy Award for Best Picture in 1984. Let's see. This involves Orion materials, and as you can see, I will use this one. Now let's see. Video tools, set endpoint. There. When I say brought tears into our eyes, I'm going to use Platoon because that movie is heavy on pathos. Okay, that's good. Brought tears into our eyes. Set endpoint. Gave us some laughs. I believe it's the next one. That's Caddyshack, one of the funniest movies ever made. And I'm going to say and set endpoint. Add more videos and photos. In this case, photos. And I'm gonna say, and it even blows us away with over the top action. RoboCop. I haven't watched. Wait a minute. If I were to say my personal favorite movies from Orion Pictures, it would be Silence of the Lambs and this movie, RoboCop. God damn, that's such a good flick. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. The remake sucks ass, so I suggest you watch the original. And I'm gonna set endpoint. Oh, and I'm gonna make this fade in using visual effects. Now, I'll use fade in from black. Give us some laughs and move us away over. Oh, hardcore action. Excuse me, not over the top action. I was thinking Kuroko. If you haven't seen The Rise and Fall of Kuroko, I suggest you check that out. Over hardcore action, damn it. and with Dudley Moore. Yeah, big names including Dudley Moore. Woody Allen's, I believe, is next. Yeah, Woody Allen, Oliver Stone. Wait a minute, let me show you. Woody Allen, Oliver Stone, Kevin Costner, Rodney Dangerfield, among others. Yeah, let's see if I can remember that in particular order. Okay, Dudley Moore, Woody Allen, Oliver Stone, Kevin Costner, Rodney Dangerfield. If uh, let's see. Let's see. Set endpoint. Okay, Oliver Stone. And normally I'll just how do I get rid of this? No text for you. There we go. Okay. Oliver Stone. Set endpoint. And we're just naming the people who contributed to the success of Orion. Significant people. And I wouldn't necessarily say James Cameron contributed that much because he really did it for Hemdale. Like James Cameron never really did anything for Orion. That was listed on the Wikipedia page, but I highly doubt it. Jonathan Demme or Jonathan Demme, whatever his name is. I think I pronounced it Jonathan Demme, but I think it's both ways. Um, he only made Silence of the Lambs for Orion, if I can remember. I would look on the Wikipedia page, but not really, not yet. Okay, Kevin Costner's done, and Rodney Dangerfield. I believe that's the next guy. And then I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna do a fade out. Yeah. Oh, up here. Sorry about that. And Woody Allen, Oliver Stone, Kevin Costner, Rodney Dangerfield, among others. Awesome. Okay. Um, all backed by experienced men with an incredible history of delivering the goods. So, I'm list. Where's Mr. Krim? Okay, Arthur B. Krim. It's gonna be 1 second. Eric Pleskow. Where are you? There you are. Okay. That'll also be 1 second. Mike Medavoy. You're 1 second. And William Bernstein. Where are you? There you are. And I think I'll make you 2 seconds. Okay. Good. All right. I knew it was going to be like that. It actually fit well. So, visual effects, fade out. Okay. Um, but at the Hollywood dinner table, if you want the best meal, you have to squeeze your way past the big hogs to devour everything. They managed to score themselves a few slabs of steak and potatoes, but eventually would go hungry and starve. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show a montage of the big studios at the time. Disney wasn't at the top around that time. They were actually struggling in the 1980s. So I'm going to leave them out. Through their big acquisitions in the late 2000s, like Marvel and Lucasfilm, you know, they really weren't at the top just yet. So, yeah, no. I'm gonna list Warner Brothers first. Okay, WB. And I'm gonna have a zoom in, zoom out. Excuse me. Oh, just in case you see what I'm doing here. Now, it does make it seem confusing. Zoom in, no, zoom out. So yeah, you gotta list. Yeah, there you go. And then I think it looks good right here. And look, Coley sent me a message rendering page 18. So that means he's on it. He really is. Me and Coley don't play. I'm serious. Anywho. Okay. And then I'm gonna add Fox. Around this time, Fox and Universal pretty much were neck and neck. Universal had Spielberg, while Fox had Star Wars and Aliens and James Cameron. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, Star Wars merely is the biggest cash cow franchise ever. You can't deny that. And let's see. Let's see what we want. How do you open? Oh, here it is. That's a drop down box. Pan up. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So that'll last 2 seconds. Actually, I'm gonna make that pan down because when it's panning up, it looks weird. So, yeah, there we go. So this will zoom out. That'll zoom down. um, I had 6 studios: WB, Fox, Paramount. Where's Paramount? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's really dark. No, I'm gonna have this zoom in. I'm gonna have my elbow raised because I've been way too relaxed. So, yeah. Um, let's see. Which one do I want? I'm gonna have that zoom in. And then I'm gonna go to Universal. I gotta make this quick because I'm running out of time. And I'm gonna have this pan from the right. So let's see. Oh, okay, that's what I want. I'm gonna make this last 3 seconds. Let's see. I'm gonna make this last longer because I think I went. Yeah, there. Okay. I think I got this. Because I think I did 5 studios. I want to squeeze Columbia in there. People are gonna be upset if I don't squeeze Columbia. So Warner's is gonna have to be cut short. You know, everything. You manage to smooth themselves a few slabs to steak and potatoes. But we'll eventually go hungry and starve. Columbia. Two. No. Pan up. And I'm almost done. I just gotta make this fade out. Fade out to black. And I'm gonna add this. Set start point, and I'm gonna have this no, that, damn it, there we go. Oh, and I'm gonna have to turn this down. But the thing about this is that here's the Jiffy. Windows Movie Maker has a problem. Whenever I try to silence a video, it won't do that. Like the very beginning, like there's a snippet of audio, and I think many people who like to point out shit and tell me, "Oh, I spotted an error," and stuff like that. I can't stand that. But anywho, whenever that happens, I'll just like be like, you know what, just leave it in. I don't care. It's not that bad, but still. And that's a perfect ending. That is perfect. You'll see what I'm talking about. Perfect ending. So I'm gonna have the black last for 3 seconds, and it'll cue the title intro, and I'm gonna render this sucker. Actually, 2 seconds. SCMediaWorks, my folder. Now, where is it? I had it right. Here it is. Rise and Fall of Orion title card. Movie Maker is preparing your files, and you already did. Okay. So I'm gonna save this sucker. I'm gonna go to desktop. Oh wait, yeah, I'm already on desktop. Excuse me. And I'm gonna go to Rise and Fall of Orion materials. Okay. The Rise and Fall of Orion. Oh, okay. I don't need to add anything else. Save that sucker and we're gonna watch it render. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 8, 9, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 99, 100. Okay, so I'll play it later. So another problem with Windows Movie Maker, you can't add multiple tracks, so I'm gonna have to go back and add the music in post production. But anyway, here's what the edit looks like. The company name was very fitting for the studio of their stature, up in space with astronomical achievements. Sadly, the stars formed into comets and fell to Earth. They had earned themselves some critical achievements, and with several award-winning movies, brought tears into our eyes, gave us some laughs, and even blew us away with hardcore action. With big names including Dudley Moore, Woody Allen, Oliver Stone, Kevin Costner, Rodney Dangerfield, among others. All backed by experienced men with an incredible history of delivering the goods. But at the Hollywood dinner table, if you want the best meal, you'll have to squeeze your way past the big hogs to devour everything. They managed to score themselves a few slaps of steak and potatoes, but eventually would go hungry and starve. This is the story of a company that earned themselves big-time points in the movie industry, but eventually bottomed out. This is the rise and fall of Orion. And there you have it, folks. I edited the intro, and sooner or later, you're going to see me edit the credits. So, tune in next time, I guess, or probably after this video. But anyway, later. Yo, guess what? We are done. Wait, just let it focus. Okay, now look at that. The rise and fall of Orion pictures. And if you see this on the side, then obviously you know what that is. But anyways, I just want to give you like an update. And this is the end of the special, by the way, so don't expect anything extraordinary and stuff like that. Yep, it's the triumphant logo and its triumphant glory. But yeah, like God willing, we've made it. We were able to score about 1,500 views so far in this first week of viewing. Yeah, awesome, freaking awesome. No pun intended, a triumphant victory for SCMediaWorks, Mayfield Entertainment, and the Coley D Company. Oh, thank God. I mean, we put all of our hard work into it, and God willing, it came out so nice, man. Like, man, I'm so happy. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting me. And I also like to thank the crew. Matthew Mayfield did an awesome job with the script. Coley Dixon did a fantastic job with the editing. And, you guys, I can feel that y'all gave me y'all prayers and stuff like that. I received them. And I want to tell you, thank y'all so freaking much, dude. Like, I really appreciate it. I know this sounds cliche and all, but I wouldn't have done this without y'all. And I just want to say that, you know, if y'all want to make something, then just go out and do it. Because guess what? It will come out, it will come out looking like freaking godlike or something like that, because you put your hands into it. You did the work. Um, hard work comes a long way. It really does. And guess what? All of that time put into it has, I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, seriously, I'm at a loss for words right now. I can't say something like 43 likes and 0 dislikes. Wow. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It makes me so happy. But yeah, guys, thank you. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed this little special that I brought out, and whenever more Rise and Fall will be made, and more of this will be made. I mean, if y'all enjoyed this, I mean, I would like to hear y'all feedback on this. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, like the eternally beautiful Sally Field will always say, you know, you like me. And she didn't say, I mean, by the way, excuse my nerdiness, but she didn't say, you like me, you really like me. She never did say that, but she just said, you like me. But, oh, whatever. I need to shut the hell up. But, yeah, thank y'all so much. And I love y'all. Peace out. By the way, I might as well do this. I mean, shoot, it's special. So I might as well close. I might as well close it out like this. Oi, baby. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Good night.